really interesting, Paul, looking at the positioning of Joe Felix in that left half space on the left hand side of midfield. Look at him getting forward there on MATTY KOSYLO there, as York trying to play with their wing backs really high, getting involved as it can create a chance for them here.
The shot comes in, but that's harmlessly wide of Ethan Ross.
Massive high flying form after that 4-0 win against Yeovil Town, but really interesting looking at the way the teams are setting up with the changes from either side. Obviously Tom Crawford not in the team for the Robins this evening as Alex Newby's breaking forward.
Well, that's a good ball forward to Linney. Linney gets a shot away, but well dealt with there by Rory Watson.
You can hear the roar of the Altrincham fans there, Paul, eager in their team on, as first shot on target for the Robins is by Regan Linney on the left hand side of the box. Captain for the visitors, Callum Howe's been the stalwart in the Minster men's defence this season. He's barely missed a minute, but you look at his performances so far this season when he's captain in a side that are top of the National League table. Here's Alex Newby
ball
now.
Forward for Newby now, taking his man on the edge of the area. Good back heel, shot from Linney and a goal! An excellent back heel there from Alex Newby. Sets up Regan Linney, and Altringham's top scorer makes it 10 league goals for the season.
Regan Linney reaching double figures in a Altrincham shirt once again. A brilliant back heel from Alex Newby. We know what he does, turns once, turns twice, manipulating the opposition defence, and Alex Newby does it again, finds Regan Linney it's his trademark finish, isn't it, Paul? The left hand side of the 18-yard box into the far corner, and a superb start 19 minutes in for Altrincham as Regan Linney puts the Robins 1-0 up against league leaders.
Yeah, and all credit there to Alex Newby. He knew where Linney was making a run, and a lovely little back heel there set him up.
This is Joe Nuttall coming through. He gave a little chuckle as he sort of a little bit of a skip past Altringham's number 9, but I'm sure Joe Nuttall was the one laughing in the end as the Union just goes to Regan Linney.
Linney's done well there to pinch the ball back. He's got help ahead of him, but in the end it's a good challenge there by Joe Felix, and out for the Altrincham corner.
Any Altrincham attack seems to be of York City's own doing at the moment as Regan Linney picks up the ball once again on the edge of the 18-yard box and
into the near post. Shot comes in and just wide there by the captain Lewis Baines, but they're taking a deflection because the referee has signalled another Altrincham corner on the opposite side. Tyler Golden that comes through and plays it off his thigh down to the channel. It's not going to go out of play, so it has to be collected by the York captain.
Cold evening like that, Paul. I'm sure he'll have a sting on that one in the morning. As a little bit of head tennis there as George Wilson picks it up.
Long-term effort, good shot comes in, but dealt with well by Rory Watson. Wilson just the 1 goal this season. Twelve of those coming from Ollie Pearce. Shot again comes in, it's at the post. Linney pulls it up, yes, 2-0. And again he goes over to the York City supporters, and he's treading a fine line there, but a lovely finish there by Regan Linney. Second goal of the evening, and Altrincham lead by 2-0 with 35 minutes on the clock.
Brilliant work from Regan Linney, just a smash in the rebound past Rory Watson. Couldn't get his full body in front of it, could the York City number 16, but George Wilson with the initial chance looks to find the bottom left hand corner, hits off the post, and Regan Linney fires it into that top right hand corner as Altrincham 2-0 up inside 36 minutes, and Regan Linney with a brace.
Yeah, he's the man in form at the moment for Altrincham up front. He had a first half hat-trick a few weeks ago at Fylde. There's a transfer window coming up in January. We want to keep him for the rest of the season.
Phil Parkinson spoke about that as well, Paul. He said that he knows that EFL clubs will be... Oh, it says MATTY KOSYLO.
KOSYLO in now. Can he make it 3? He's dinked it over. It's going to go in. It's 3-0. MATTY KOSYLO sends the Altrincham fans into ecstasy. 3-0 up with 40 minutes on the clock, and that's MATTY KOSYLO's second goal of the season, and it's Altrincham 3, York City 0.
York City hit with the Matty KOSYLO curse on the counter-attack as it's a wonderful dink over Rory Watson, isn't it? The calm, the composure just to slide it over the York City number 16 between the six, and it sends the high-flying Robins 3-0 up with 5 minutes to go, Paul.
Well, I made a comment a few minutes ago that we hadn't seen much of him in this first half, but he certainly made his presence felt there.
It's always going to look towards that main man up front, Joe Nuttall, as George Wilson picks it up and skips past the challenge of Pearce into Newby. Manipulates his way through the York City defence and finds KOSYLO. KOSYLO looking to create a chance to add to his only goal in the first half, as here he is now, Matty KOSYLO, trying to run in behind the defence, cross towards the back post, and there is Joe Nuttall!
Oh, that was a great move there with Matty KOSYLO getting that cross in at the back post. Just a bit too high for Nuttall to get any power on it, but a great move down the right hand side by Altrincham there.
KOSYLO to pick it up. Nuttall there, just going to hold up the ball from KOSYLO. Harassed in there by Fagan Walcott, and a bit of a
Alex on the head there.
Here's Ajiboye driving through the heart of that Altrincham defence inside the 18-yard box, left-footed shot, and big save down to his right-hand side from Ethan Ross.
That was a great save there by Ethan Ross, the first real chance on goal in this first half. Another one, there was another good run there by Ajiboye running at the defence, got his shot away, and Ethan Ross did really well to get down to his right-hand side.
Here's Hunt driving through the heart of that Altrincham midfield, looking to find Akinyemi, but Elliot Osborne could try and strike a counter-attack for Altrincham, trying to skip through midfield. Good work by Osborne. Finds Linney. And Linney looking to chip the keeper from the halfway line and off the bar, and a brilliant save by Rory Watson, but would have been one of the goals of the season, Paul, should have that found the back of the net.
That's certainly one of the took the shot early, realised that Rory Watson was off his line, and really Watson did really well to backtrack and just palm it onto the top of the crossbar. Eventually, I think it's bounced off the top of the crossbar and out for a corner, but it really was a fantastic effort there by REGAN Linney.
That's unfortunate for Joe Nuttall, who's dispossessed, and now York City can mount a counter-attack. Hook forward towards Akinyemi. Baines misses the clearance. Akinyemi inside the 18-yard box, looking towards to find Sinclair, and Ethan Ross half clears and saves, and Banks can clear. Brilliant work by Ethan Ross at not the first but the second attempt.
Yeah, Banks committed himself too soon on the right-hand side, created a good chance there, but fortunately Altrincham dealt with the danger.
It was awkward for Ethan Ross, just probably a yard or two in front of him where he couldn't get both hands on the ball, and Alty just about managed to escape the threat of a York City attack as Crooks looks to mount another. Interviewed of Pearce inside the 18-yard box now. Pearce, it's a really awkward shot from Ollie Pearce into the side net, and throw taken towards Howe. 16 minutes to go here at the J. Davidson. York City really need an answer to all of Altringham's attacking prowess in that first half. Fagan Walcott strolls into Altrincham territory. Over to Fallowfield on the right-hand side. Hooked into Akinyemi. Baines does well. Akinyemi once again. Looks to find Pearce. Hooked on and shot to the right-hand side. And out for yet another Altrincham goal kick. It's been chance after chance for the Minster men, but
yeah, it's certainly a much improved performance in the second half by York City. They're just failing to find the target at the moment. York City have been pressing since the start of the second half.
Every Alty body back inside their own area. Corner comes in. Headed on, and big save by Ethan Ross. Callum Howe towering above the rest of the Altrincham defence, and Alty's number one equal to it. Bickerstaff awaits on the touchline for an introduction.
Ooh.
Off the face of Felix, and hoofed clear by Elliot Osborne. A little bit of handbags there between Crooks and Newby, but Newby escapes the challenge. Here is Alex Newby, chopped back onto his left foot inside the 18-yard box. Escapes the challenge of two. Elliot Osborne is your box, takes a shot and just skews wide of Rory Watson's right hand post, and York City want to get it back on the way quickly, but The Altrincham substitution halts them in their tracks. And there is the final whistle here at a J. Davidson. Phil Parkinson's side reaped the reward of 3 first half goals. Regan Linney with a brace and Matty KOSYLO with a delightful dink over the head of Rory Watson, and